on the touchback.
Got 180.
45. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Check three. Check three. Check three.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
We go. 76. 76.
Here's Goff. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after, and it's 3rd down.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end.
Hold on. Check.
45.
From the gun, here's Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 12 yards and a 1st down.
180. Super 1.
45.
A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Check nickel.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And that's caught left side. It's Woods. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Now we see a man who got a workout in last year's Super Bowl, Johnny Hekker, on to punt for the Rams. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Here we go.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. From the shotgun, Ryan. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. They've got his man complete. The 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. An even 90 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And hoping to do better than they did the last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. Gurley, wave goodbye. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, 71 yards. yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time. Let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Samson Abuka, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Now Ryan. Wide open receiver complete. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan, his 2nd touchdown pass of this opening quarter. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Well, they won't bump that to his resume reel, but that might be one of the best 1-yard runs I've seen.
Brings up 3rd and 4. Cut. 20.
35. Watch the screen. Pass.
From the gun on 3rd down. Gone. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. From the 50, it's gone. Throw left side, complete to Cup. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Goff now looking to throw. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. All told, they get 13 yards on that play.
They'll give the defense a... Guys, a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy could be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
And that'll set them back 5.
Let's go, baby.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
Again, Goff. This one to the left to Higbee. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And that one his first incompletion in its last 6 passes. And it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. So on 4th down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. There'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down Broadway. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. Well, the pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. From the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Gets it off to Freeman. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 yards there, 1st down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate. It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the fence. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards. As he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, Freeman. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. The left side completion to Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's 1st down from the 42. A shotgun snap for Gone. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Goff now looks to throw. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position. On 2nd and 7, Goff. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Rams have got this back to a one-score game. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2.
Check.
Out of the gun. Goff. Eluding the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Trying to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend the play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Strong right.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down. It's Freeman looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackle there by Clay Matthews.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Ryan, he's going to air one out. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here, 1st and 10 at the 20. Goff. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 28 yards. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We get tired of seeing
Now Goff on first down. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
That's track.
To protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. This time, Ryan will throw. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught left side by Cooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. That'll be caught by Cup. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, here's Goff. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Looking for Woods that time, and it's second down.
180. 45. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Goff throwing again. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On second and 10, Goff is throw caught at about the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp, 26 yards. And the Rams were able to get back within a touchdown. Zerline connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this is going to be covered up by the Falcons. And that should just about seal it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Freeman again. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 3 yards on 1st, 4 on 2nd, and now 5 on 3rd down. Move the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons.